Hi, this is Marcel from Puzzle Foundry, bringing you another video on how to build your own crosswords on Puzzle Foundry. So first things first, go to our website on www.puzzlefoundry.com. The link will be divided in the description box. Secondly, you can go to Build Puzzles. The next step will be to create your own crossword. Okay. For the screen layout, over at the top you have all the settings for your crossword. You can always come back and redo them later. Here you have the save slots. You can choose a save slot from 1 to 9 and save your crossword in any of these. Remember that saving a crossword over an existing crossword will overwrite that one. Here you can change the type of your crossword, choosing any of the following. Certain crosswords allows for certain type of densities and certain type of word placements, so keep that in mind when creating your crossword. Here you can choose the level of difficulty of your crossword, ranging from easy to hard. For the language, you can choose any of the languages that you're doing your crossword in. You can have your crossword in two different languages, where the clues are in one language and the answers in a different. So say for instance the clues are in Spanish, but the answer is in German, then the language of your crossword will then be in German, or Dutch as it says here. For the title, you can choose anything according to the theme or mood that you want to set your crossword in. Here you can change the visibility of it. Over here is the save button for saving your crossword. In the center of the screen you have the area in which you'll be building your crossword. At the bottom here is where you'll be adding the clues and the answers. It is divided into columns and rows. So if you were to place a word like the word puzzle that's placed in this second column and the 0th row, then you will change the settings according to that. So it's in row 0 and in column 2, and the direction it is in columns, so it is placed vertically. Same for Foundry. It is placed in row 1 and in column 0, and then the direction it is in row, so it is placed horizontally. If you were to add another word, say for instance we're adding a word dog to the puzzle and we want to add it over here, we will then be moving it to row 1, which it already is in, and then column 4. Then you can click display puzzle, display your word. As you can see, there is some letters showing you it's in red and some question marks over here. This is because of the error checking system we have. So if you change it then to column, that will allow it to be placed vertically and will allow for those unresolved placements to be fixed. See, as you can see there, those question marks have been fixed and those aren't red anymore. Okay, and this is where you'll be able to add your clue then. Then we have another function here at the bottom, the place word on puzzle. This allows you to put in any word into any place, and the system will be doing it to find the best place for the word to be placed. So say for instance you want to add the word leggings, and you click place. It will then add the word here at the bottom where puzzle is, and then the E is placed there. So you can see it also expands the puzzle according to the setting that was clicked over here. You can also allow for unresolved placements. These are mostly for high density puzzles that are really small and have no black spaces whatsoever. So that's also something to keep in mind when you're going according to a certain type of puzzle. Over here you'll have your unique functions area. This will be your strongest tool in finding new words to add to the crossword. So say for instance we want to add a word that goes somewhere in between here. Okay? We know that the first letter will be a Y, then there are 3 spaces, and then the last one an N. So say for instance we add Y then, and 3 question marks for the places that we don't know, and then an N, and we press word search. They give us 2 options over here, which is yearn and human. Okay, so then we can go ahead and add a row, adding it to row 1, and then going to column 6, and we can add the word yearn over there, and then display puzzle. Just change that to column, Then we can see it placed the word in there. Okay. As soon as you are done with your puzzle, you can go ahead and add the title to your puzzle. And click Save. So crossword number 1 data saved. The word density is very low with a 44.4%, and there's too many spaces, meaning that it won't be saved. There are also 3 other errors. In this case, it's specifically the missing clues. So always make sure that you have added all the clues to ensure that the crossword will be saved. Now we press saved again, and they say too many spaces once again. Once you've saved your crossword, you can head back to build puzzles, where the crossword you just saved will be displayed. As you can see, the first one is add title here, which is the one we were busy with, and the status is still underway. Once your crossword is completely finished, there will appear a commit button where you can commit the crossword to the Puzzle Foundry page. You can click on edit to go back and work on your crossword until it is completely finished. So let's add some more words. So we can add a word here that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters, and we know that the last one will indefinitely be an S. Okay, so we will be using 5 question marks and an S, and then do a word search, which will give us some words. Okay, let's for this one add adults. It will be in the 8th column, starting and in the 0th row. And then we can just display puzzle, displaying the word over there. And press save. As you can see, a commit button has appeared over here. Now you are allowed to commit your puzzle to the Puzzle Foundry site, and other members of the site will be able to go and visit it and do the puzzle on their own. Now what you can do is just simply go to build puzzles. Over here you can see that it's valid, and now you can commit it underneath the status area. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a better understanding of how to build your own puzzles on Puzzle Foundry. We hope to see some new puzzles emerging very soon.